Again, do you guys have a question or clarification before we continue our discussion? None? Okay, so how about giving me a thumbs up just for me to know if you guys are already in front of your computers? Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so maybe at least half of you are already here. So the others will just catch up to us. Anyway, so we have here intellectual property rights, wherein it is your rights to which creators are entitled to their work. Of course, if we have physical rights to our computers, to our cell phones, to our anything that you possess. Okay, so you also have your intellectual property rights to the work that you did or you've done on the computer. All right, so there is a question. So, sir, if you create a backup of your data within your computer, will hackers be able to access that data? Yes. Okay, so that is why it is not advisable to have a backup within your computer. Okay, so that is why you must have a backup, maybe via cloud or in a separate hard drive. So dapat laging ganun, nakahiwalay lagi. That is the reason why you've duplicated that data for them not to be able to access that duplicated file. Okay. All right. Okay. So in here we have copyrights protects any tangible form of expression wherein the created or the form a strategy wherein we call that one digital rights management. So it is a strategy designed to prevent illegal distribution of movies, music, and other digital content. So one good example of this one is in YouTube. If you let's say downloaded someone's vlog or video and then you uploaded one saying that you are the owner of that video, so there is a big chance that your channel, okay, or your account in that YouTube will be call it one block or ban or demonetize. Is that their terminologies? So yeah, we call that one digital rights management. So plagiarism, or we call that one copyright in YouTube. All right. So here are the codes of conduct of IT. Okay. So things that you might want to read. Okay. However, those are already common sense. You guys already know the good things and bad things, the things that you can do and you cannot do. Okay. And then we also have here green computing. Of course, as a responsible netizen, okay, or someone who uses computer, of course, you must conserve energy. Okay. At the same time, you must reduce environmental waste. So, ah, hindi porket mayaman ka, okay, so bili ka na lang ng bili. So yes, you have the means to upgrade from time to time, but if you don't need the performance or the upgrade, okay, like you can still use your computer by your everyday, need. Kung di mo naman talaga kailangan, then do not upgrade anymore. So we should reduce environmental waste. Okay, kasi mamaya baka after mong magamit, naka-stock lang naman, buti sana kung ibebenta mo para may ibang makinabang, kumbaga. So let's recycle. Okay? Ano nangyari? Your default speaker has changed to. Okay, so wait. Wait a second. Alright. Okay, so can you guys hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Pop up kasi. Alright, anyway. So we also have here information privacy, wherein this one refers to the right of individuals and companies to deny or restrict the collection and use of information about them. So very common to lalo na sa mga license agreement, sa mga application na ini-install natin. So, nakalagay doon lagi na your uh, data or your personal information is secured, blah, 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 blah. Kapag wala yon, okay, meaning, hindi secured yung data mo. So, pwedeng yung mga yun nasa-save lang sa database nila and then they have maybe their capabilities to access your own account or your own data. Okay. So, dapat laging merong SSL or second layer ng protection. Okay. So, kumbaga encrypted lahat. So, in that case, secured yung mga information natin. But, kung wala yon, then your data is at risk. Okay. So, here are the things that you can do on how to safeguard personal information. So, again, I will not read this one since they are very straightforward and most of them are already common sense. Okay. Oops. Nga pala. Okay, wait lang guys 3 seconds. Okay. Okay, so next. So this is just an example wherein you're filling out something. So if you selected this one or if you check this one, okay, your preferences will be stored, wherein that is already a data, okay, wherein they can use that data to get more data from you. Okay, so if possible, if it's not necessary to, being updated or saving your preferences, then you should not do that one. Okay, kasi more information that they can get, no matter how small it is, then they're still gaining a data from you, wherein it will lead uh, into maybe hacking your other accounts or that account of yours. Okay, and then we have here cookie. Okay, so this is also one thing wherein it's like license agreement on every website, wherein a cookie will pop out wherein accept all cookies, blah blah blah, or do not accept any cookies. So, ang role kasi ng cookies na ito is parang sinesave niya yung mga activities mo. And at the same time, it is saving your personal information. So, yun yung risky na part na kapag may account ka doon sa mismong application na yun or the actual application, doon sa mismong website na yun, okay, then there's a big chance that that data of yours will be saved to their databases. And then, of course, we are not sure if our data in that website is secured or no. So mostly what I do is I deny, for that cookies to have access on my computer. Okay, but there are some cases wherein sobrang tatalino nila, kailangan mo munang i-accept yung cookies bago ka makapag-upload ng picture, bago ka let's say, bago mo magawa yung certain task or certain thing to their website. Okay? Alright. So, yeah, how cookies work, of course, once you enter to a specific website, then, say, upon browsing their website, it will ask you if you wanted to, allow cookies on their website. So, again, it will send information or your information or private information will be sent to that specific website. Wherein, again, we are not sure if our data is secured or no on that specific website. Okay, and then at the same time, once you accepted this cookie information, there are times that they have the capability to access your entire computer. Okay, so pwedeng nagbabato na pala siya, okay, nag-upload na pala siya ng mga information mo, okay, from your root or from your administrator account na hindi naman dapat. Okay? And the next thing right here is phishing, which is similar with IP spoofing, like what I've mentioned a while ago. So phishing or IP spoofing, both of them acts as a, where is that one? Official looking or legitimate website or email. Okay. So mostly when we say phishing, this one targets a bank transaction. Okay. So we call this one click jacking, wherein you thought that uh, you are in a legitimate or official website of, let's say, RCBC, BDO, BPI, to do your transaction or payment, but you are actually under a phishing website, wherein instead of you are sending that money to this correct uh, account number, so it will be altered by the program of that application. So kahit tinype mo dun yung eksaktong account number kung saan mo talaga isa-send. So since uh, unofficial website nga siya, hindi siya totoong website, then they have their own ways to alter your information. So ang mahalaga is sa kanila mapunta yung pera. Okay? Ang mahalaga, makita nila information about your ATM. Okay? So we call that one phishing and then click jacking. Then we also have here spy. Actually, na-discuss na natin doon kanina, spyware. And also adware. We have already discussed this one. So I will not discuss this one anymore. Next one right here is social engineering. So this one is actually defined as gaining unauthorized access to or obtaining confidential information by taking advantage of the trusting human nature of some victims and the naivety of others. So when I say social engineering, you as a person will hire someone who's maybe famous, and then you'll just pay that person uh, a big amount of money just to act that, this website is legit, this product is legit, so order now, blah blah blah, and so on and so forth. Like, one good example of this one is the Pablo Escobar, yeah, Pablo Escobar Z Flip. Okay, kung hindi ko alam kung nabalitaan yun. Okay, let's check. Oh, this one right here, the Pablo Escobar folding phone, wherein in reality this is just actually a Samsung phone, wherein they are claiming that it is their own product. Okay, but it is actually a scam. Okay, they are using social engineering, so they've hired a lot of uh, actresses, actors, who's really really famous, just to scam the normal uh, netizen or normal people to order the products. So if you're a famous person, so they will give the product. Okay, but if you're just a normal person and wala kasing cash on delivery dito and then you have already paid that product, and you will never receive that product. Okay, so kahit 3 months na yan, 4 months, you will never receive that product. So parang nagbayad ka lang sa wala. Dun yung scam na, or dun na pumapasok yung scam. Okay? So $399 lang, wherein actually $1,000 yung pinaka-price talaga nun. Anyway, that's it for social engineering, using someone's uh, you know uh, standing, or yung pagkasikat niya, okay, as an actor or actress, para makabangkuto ng ibang tao. And then we have here privacy laws, wherein it is a concern about privacy has led to the enactment of federal and state laws regarding the storage and disclosure of personal data. Of course, we have a lot of laws regarding with this one, wherein we have Children's Internet Protection Act, Children's Online Privacy Protection Act, and so on and so forth. Okay, so marami na tayong batas, or marami ng batas na napatupad when it comes to computers. Okay, wait lang. Okay. Pero parang batas lang sila, okay, na nandyan lang pero hindi naman talaga nai-implement ng maayos dito sa Pilipinas. Okay, so we have up to this part. So hindi pa gano'n ka-well implement itong mga laws na 'to dito sa bansa natin. So maybe if you've done a serious crime, a really really serious crime with the use of your computer, then maybe that's the time that those laws will come handy. But if it's just a minor illegal act, then okay, parang pardon ka na kaagad. Parang pwede ka nang patawarin ka agad-agad. Anyway, So we have here another information privacy, which is under employee monitoring. So this one involves the use of computers, mobile devices, or cameras to observe, record, and review an employee's use of e-technology, including communication such as email messages, keyboard activity, used to measure productivity, and websites visited. So this one is actually legal, okay? Especially if you are under a company wherein they really need to monitor everything, okay, from what you are typing, from the websites that you are visiting, the files that you have downloaded, etc., etc. Actually, everything. So the reason for that is you came into that company to work, okay, not to download a movie. So meron kasing mga ganon. Like for example lang hindi ko sinasabing nangyari na talaga. Sa Sitel, kunwari lang, meron kang own terminal. Okay, siyempre nandun ka lang para sumagot ng mga calls ng mga customers. Pero let's say wala kang ginagawa, wala namang tumatawag, so naisipan mong mag-download ng movie. So pwede kang ipatawag mismo sa MIS na nalaman nila, ba't ka nagda-download? Okay, ganito ganyan. Labag yan sa rules natin dito sa company kasi nga nandito ka lang sa company para magtrabaho, hindi para mag-download, hindi para manood ng YouTube, hindi para maglaro, okay? Or hindi para mag-visit ng kung ano-anong website, okay? So that is why employee monitoring is legal, especially if you're under to that certain company, okay? So of course, many programs exist that easily allow employers to monitor employees. Further, it is legal for employers to use these programs. Okay? So, marami ng ways actually para mapigilan yung employee para ma-access yung specific website, which is under content filtering. Just by having a good router, you can already do this one, this specific terminal. You can also modify the web, or you can filter the website that employee can access. And yeah, hanggang doon na lang. Alright, so yeah, that's it for the module 3. So, any questions so far? I guess we're quite fast since we've only we were able to finish this one in 1 hour and 48 minutes. Unlike before in my past classes, it took us 4 meetings. But in our case, it only took us 3 meetings. Okay, so clarification, guys. We still have plenty of time. Or questions or any concerns regarding with uh, our laboratories. Okay, so no sir coming from Mr. Ramji. How about the others? Okay, so no sir. Alright, so lab 2 sa taas ng objective, sir, sa 2 column. With or without border. Okay, so lab number 2. Okay, let me check. Lab number 2 sa taas ng objective. This one. Top margin be processed. With margin. Okay, so yung tinutukoy dito is itong margin na to mismo. Yeah, this one is with margin. Okay, for the letter E. All right. So if you're confused with with instruction right here, you can just simply copy this one as it is. So kung ano yung border, ilagay nyo lang din kung ilan yung ito kagaya na ito, 1 inch, 1 inch, 1 inch, 1 inch. Any other question? I hope I was able to answer your question, Mr. Libutan. Okay, so while waiting, sa second page, sorry, ano yun? This one? Ito ba? The recommendation letter. So this one doesn't have a, teka lang, kasama ba siya dito? Is this what you are talking about, Mr. Libutan? The recommendation letter? Ah, yung itong mga yellow colors, do not do not include this one anymore. Okay, those are just additional instructions. Actually, ito yung pinaka-instruction ng recommendation letter. So, yung mga itatype nyo lang, ito lang, saka ito, and then ito. Itong mga to, itong mga bold, all caps bold, insert UC logo, those are just instructions. So, do not copy those anymore. Okay, do not include those. Okay? So ito, of course, you have to type your degree, Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering, and then you have to type your name here. Okay, so you are being recommended by Mr. Dayon Tandingan. Okay, so he was the former head of the computer engineering, and the current OIC is still Sir Nelson Notarte. Okay, so was I able to answer your question, Mr. Libutan? Okay, so while waiting, so I will now publish module 3 quiz. So I will now publish this one. Okay. So you're going to have your third quiz on this coming Thursday na lang. Okay. So the coverage is of course the module 3. Alright. So nag-quiz number 2 na ba kayo? Di pa pala kayo nag-quiz number 2. Okay. So you're going to have your second quiz. Okay. This coming Thursday. And you are also going to have the third quiz on this coming Friday. Okay. So medyo magkasunod na lang. Okay. And also, we are going to meet tomorrow again to discuss the module 4. Okay, so we will try to finish the module 4 tomorrow until this coming Friday. So that on the third week, okay, itong week 3, itong module 5 and 6, will be your time, okay, to have a self-study. So hindi ko na-discuss to kasi ito yung parang mga normal programs and apps. This one is more on self-study or self-analysis. The same with Module 6, okay, wherein it talks about Microsoft Excel. So, sasabay ito sa lab number 5 and 6 nyo, I guess. So, ito yung para magiging guidelines nyo kung paano nyo masasagutan yung mga Microsoft Excel's laboratories. Okay? And once we're done with Module 6, then that's it. We're done with midterms. Then after that, of course, you're going to have your midterm exam on this coming May 25. Okay. So are we clear so far? Okay, so I will set this one now. So due date will be on May 13. Oops. So this will only available from 11:30 to 3:30 p.m. (11:30 a.m.). Okay. So again, just a reminder, your quiz number 2 will be available on May 13, 11:30 a.m. up to 3:30 p.m. only. Alright, so this is a 1 hour quiz. And for the module 3, oops. So for the module 3, May 14, 3:30 p.m. So the same, just a different date. This will be on Friday. Oops. Bakit ayaw? Oops, naglag. So this will be available from 11:30 p.m. to 3:30 p.m. Thursday? Ano ba? What is our class right here? Tuesday, Friday. Okay, my bad. So, correction. Quiz number 2 will be on Friday. And quiz number 3 will be on Saturday. Okay? So, palitan ko to. AM. Alright. And then module 2 will be on 14, Friday. Alright. So, that's it. So, I'm done. How about you guys? Do you guys have a question or clarification?
None, sir.
None, sir.
None, sir.
Alright, so if you guys don't have a question anymore, then you guys may now go. And then you may now start doing the laboratories that you guys haven't finished yet. Okay, so goodbye and see you guys tomorrow.
Bye, sir. Thank you.
Sir.
Good. Yes. All right.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you then. Okay, so, oops. So we're about subject schedule. Conflict kasi yung time na schedule natin sa ibang subject ko. What subject is that, Mr. Galang? Okay, so at the same time, what is your question, Mr. Jordan? Pwede nyo akong ilagay sa resume. And for the other two, so it is now up to you guys. As long as yung dalawang tao na yon is kilala kayo. Okay? Kasi ang pinaka role ng reference na yan is kilala kayo. And at the same time pala, hindi dapat blood related. Hindi pwedeng magulang mo, hindi pwedeng kapatid mo. Okay? Kasi magiging bias yon. So yung reference kasi na yun yung tatawagan ng company kapag nag-apply ka sa kanila. I-check lang nila kung talagang totoo ba yung mga sinasabi mo o yung mga information na nandun sa resume mo. Okay? Yes, as long as kakilala ka. And one more thing, so dapat hindi lang basta kakilala, dapat mataas yung posisyon. Okay? And hindi blood related. So mataas ang posisyon. Kung may kakilala kang abogado na kilala ka, plus points na yun kasi abogado yung nagsasabi the higher the position of that person, the more credible the information that he will give to the HR. Okay? Okay, how about you, Mr. Mard? Ano yung conflict na subject mo sa subject natin? Qualification skills? Yeah, pwede mo ring dagdagan actually. Okay, hindi lang yung nandun. So you guys can copy as it is and then you can add more as long as you will not remove the other information. Well, if you don't have affiliated organization, so you can just put their NA. Okay, not available. So type ko lang dito NA. Okay, and then for the MARD, search at justified is kami kasi ko na din naman sa conflict sa Techno 101. Hindi na-detect ng system. So, for sure, paano nangyari yun? Kasi dapat hindi siya papasok or hindi siya may enroll sa'yo kapag conflict yung schedule. Kung pa naman yung dropping, okay, so it's up to you if you cannot manage it. Okay? Kasi kung pumasok na sa system mo, pwede mong ipagpatuloy din actually. So, depende na lang sa'yo kung kaya mo ba, if kaya mong pagsabayin yung dalawang subject. Okay? So, kung kaya mo, then mas magandang kunin mo na ngayon para matapos mo na ngayon. Pero kung hindi mo kaya, pwede mo pang ipa-drop. Actually, hanggang bukas pa yung dropping. Na-extend siya hanggang bukas. So, pwede mo pa siyang ipa-drop. Pili ka na lang siguro kung ano yung gusto mong i-drop and i-take. Okay? Hello, Mr. Mard. I hope you were able to understand my message. Kaya siguro if meron. What I mean, kaya siguro if meron. Anong meron? If merong ano. How about the others? Mr. Revel Besay? Skyla? Mr. Ramji?
Wala
So we
na
now
po,
only
sir.
have
So far, naintindihan na po.
okay, that's good. So we now only have 1 minute and 25 seconds. So if you guys have more question, so feel free to message me to my Canvas account or to my Facebook account. Okay, magpakilala lang kayo para alam ko na, okay, parang ganun. Hindi yung tanong ka agad. So, yun na lang siguro, no? Ikaw na bahala magdesisyon, Mr. Mard. Yes. So, recorded naman. Sa atin, yung sa akin. Pero hindi ko alam sa ibang subject. Recorded yung mga Zoom meetings naman natin dito. So, pwede mong balikan kung may na-miss ka. Okay?
Sana upload sir yung yung recorded meeting.
sa watch videos, ito, check nyo lang itong mga to. Itong watch videos tabs na mga to. Nandito lahat yung mga recorded Zoom meetings natin. Okay? So,
Thank you, sir.